Good day, everyone. It's a pleasure to be able to participate in the virtual innovation competition. I'm honored to represent my group to share our innovation, the power of Gamifographics learning. What is Gamifographics, you may ask? It is literally the combination of gamification and infographics. That is how we came up with the innovation, Gamifographics. Based on Kearney's 2019, because of their eye-catching visuals and useful data, infographics have become increasingly popular in fields including advertising, marketing, and social media. According to a local study done by Law and Ajis, Malaysian learners of the 21st century prefer visual media such as YouTube, Instagram, games, animation, and infographics. Readers would rather get insight or a deeper comprehension of the text from visually appealing sources than from lengthy or dry documents. Thus, this had a significant impact on how educators conduct effective lessons. So, what is the problem we observe nowadays? One of the most common issues in learning a language is that pupils are not able to retain English vocabulary. This may be due to teachers are still using chalk and board technique to teach vocabulary, and learners have fewer opportunities to actively use English vocabulary in daily conversations. This innovation aims to innovate the use of gamifographics with primary school pupils in learning vocabulary. And why gamifographics? Because it is one of the most appealing means to better understand and retain vocabulary. For the methodology, a design and development research (DDR) was utilized to innovate the use of gamifographics with primary school year 4 pupils in an urban and a suburban school in learning vocabulary. The underpinning theories in this innovation include cognitivism learning theory, which focuses on how information is received, organized, stored, retrieved by the brain. Bloom's taxonomy, which emphasizes the scaffolding of complex thinking skill through the use of visually attractive infographics to capture pupils' attention, thus enhance their comprehension and reinforce their retention of vocabularies. Next, gamified learning theory that uses game elements to stimulate pupils' positive behavior towards learning. And lastly, self-determination theory, which explains the types of motivation, both intrinsic and extrinsic motivation, which are powerful to shape pupils and how they behave in learning. The entire research is carried out in reference to EDDI model. It is first started by analyzing pupils' vocabulary skills through pre-test, interviews, and observation. Gamifographic is then designed and developed under the guidance and validation of the experienced head of English panels in both schools. Next, Gamifographic is implemented in 2 different primary schools, in the urban area of Selangor and a suburban area of Melaka during reading lessons. Lastly, the effectiveness of Gamifographic is evaluated through post-test, interviews, and observation. Findings, conclusions, and recommendations for future study are drawn from the analysis of the research result. First, a reading text is introduced to the pupils. New words are being highlighted, then pupils can click on the words that was highlighted. And an infographic will be shown to explain the meaning of the word. Next, pupils click on the next infographic to answer a simple question. Applause and a gif of a good job are immediately shown to them if they can answer correctly. This is to help them to check their understanding as well as to encourage them to continue reading. The novelty of this innovation, pedagogically, It promotes 21st century learning and it is suitable for all proficiency levels. Theoretically, Four theories: Cognitivism Learning Theory, Bloom's Taxonomy, Gamified Learning Theory, and Self-Determination Theory are all discussed. Practically, it is easy to carry out and practical for all schools, including suburban and rural schools. Besides, pupils can be self-directed in learning. Lastly, design and development. It can be a guide in creating Gamifographics lessons. What are the benefits of Gamifographics? It is visually attractive, easy to understand and remember. It also keeps the reader interested in continue reading. The simple quiz, which contains game elements such as applause and comment, can promote learning motivation, improve learning engagement, and thus improve learning outcomes. To the user, it is feasible, practical, and inventiveness. Feasible, it caters all pupils with different proficiency levels, and it is developed based on 21st century learning. Practically, it is user-friendly and easy to create. Inventiveness. Gamifographics is the first innovation of combining both infographics and gamification concepts to conduct language lessons in education field. Therefore, it has commercial potential. Thank you for your attention, and we hope this inspires you.